Hey you guys, I am NanoMango and welcome to my Q&A answers video. You guys really came through on asking the questions, so thank you guys so much for that. Let's get right into the questions that you guys asked, because there's a lot of them. So the first one comes from Vleckerson. What is your favorite meme? Please demonstrate. I'd have to say my favorite meme is probably the "one does not simply" meme. I'm sure you guys have heard of it, but basically it goes, one does not simply walk into Mordor, but while making like the thingamajig, whatever. But obviously I wouldn't be demonstrating if I just used the quote from the actual movie, so here goes. One does not simply stop playing Farming Simulator. I know that one only relates to me. That was probably the most unrelatable one that I could probably ever come up with, because I'm probably the only one who's helplessly addicted to Farming Simulator. And Vleckerson asked, what is my favorite movie? Frick. I have so many favorite movies that it's really hard to narrow it down to a single movie. I will give you kind of a rundown of my favorite movies, basically the whole group, because there is not a single one. I just love movies in general, and it's the same with most anything, music, video games. I find it really hard to choose a favorite because it seems really picky, and I'm not very picky when it comes to liking certain things. Deadpool is up there. Any Marvel movie, really, that's been made recently. All of Star Wars, the new Star Trek movies are really good. Harry Potter, love Harry Potter so much. Haven't read the books though, been meaning to do that. I absolutely love the new DC movies that are coming out, even though they're getting quite a bit of hate. I've just been waiting for Superman and Batman movies for so long. The Batman movies that came out recently were not bad, but they don't represent Batman in the way that I think of him, because I've played the Batman Arkham games so much that I think of Batman as this dude who is super awesome and will kick butt, and he was really portrayed that way in the Batman vs. Superman movie when he was taking out all those thugs. It was super awesome, so I think of Batman more in that way, and so I related to Batman a lot more because I've played as him in all of the Arkham games. I think that about does it for favorite movies. Now I'm going to throw in a little bonus here. Worst favorite movie ever, bar none, the Aragon movie. Not because it was a horrible movie. It was an okay movie by itself. But the fact that I had read the Aragon book made it the worst movie in the entire world. And I really want them to create a new one. Just do it, please. For the sake of all of the fans, please redo it. Please. Madison Breckwalt asks, do you love bacon? I don't think you understand how much I love bacon. Bacon is necessary to life. Bacon is the reason I wake up in the morning. Bacon is the reason America exists. Bacon is the reason YouTube exists. Bacon is love. Bacon is life. Don't you guys forget that. Yes, I love bacon. Vleckerson asks, explain your YouTube upcoming story, when you started and why. Well, this is a long story. If I ever do a Draw My Life, which is in another question, that'll be explained in more detail. But basically, I really loved watching YouTubers, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, not really PewDiePie, but the big YouTubers that are really popular, as I'm sure a lot of you guys do. As they continued on with their videos, their humor became less and less appealing to me. Jacksepticeye is still hilarious to me, but Markiplier more than Jacksepticeye. Now, no hate towards Markiplier at all. I love the guy. He's awesome. However, I saw an opportunity for improvement, and the way I see it is, if you're going to complain about something, do something about it. Don't just sit there and complain about it. And if you aren't going to do something about it, then why are you complaining? So I started to create my own YouTube channel, and the idea was a more family-friendly YouTube channel that was still funny and entertaining, and I definitely missed the mark when I started out. Really up until just a couple weeks ago, my videos were not that entertaining. I was so proud of my YouTube channel up until, really, I woke up due to some commenters saying that my videos sucked, and I was really hurt at first, I'll be honest, but it actually helped in the end because I saw, wow, yeah, my videos are really boring. So I decided to definitely make a change about that, and so I did. I know that I still have things to learn, but the real ultimate goal is to be a positive, happy YouTuber who inspires and lifts up but doesn't swear all the time for no reason. I try to keep it to a 0, and that's where a lot of other people kind of fall short. I wouldn't say that it's a bad thing, but I know a lot of people who their parents, I know that they're pretty young, but their parents won't let them watch YouTubers because they swear so much, and I feel like that's really a limiting factor. Not because they want more views or I want more views, but I feel like entertainment shouldn't be limited to certain age groups. I think that entertainment should be available to all, and if that means no swearing, then I'm all good with that. I started about 2 or 3 years ago, and I went for about a couple years without really uploading anything, and then I started uploading to my Undying Blaze channel about a year and a month ago, and it started picking up. I ended up getting to about 100 subscribers, and then Music Nation's network, which is who I was partnered with, turned out to be a scam, and I wanted to get as far away from them as possible. So I ended up starting fresh with the NanoMango channel, and I love it, and I never want to go back. Roderick HD asks, favorite game, like the game you spend the most hours on, and then he put in parentheses, Farming Simulator 2015. That's obviously the game that I have just about the most hours in. I have put 273 hours into Farming Simulator 15, but you may be surprised to know that that is not actually my most played game. That goes to Gary's mod, and second is Blender, which is a 3D modeling program, but that doesn't really count because I have to leave it on like 4 days at a time to render things, so that doesn't really count. Kerbal Space Program is next, and Train Simulator is next. Kerbal Space Program having 253 hours, and Train Simulator having 216. Now, Elite Dangerous and Arma 3 are actually going to probably be my next most played very soon, because I play those a lot. I actually play Elite Dangerous and Arma 3 more than Farming Simulator right now, but that's just because it fluctuates, and as soon as I get bored of one, I just switch to the other. Goat asks, why did you shave your face? Now, that's a really good question. I shouldn't have done it. First, I want to tell you guys, I absolutely should not have done it. I had kept my facial hair the way it was for a couple years, and I was wondering what the heck I would look like if I shaved it off, and I ended up asking my little sister, who's 9, I was like, hey, should I shave my facial hair? And she was like, yeah, do it. And I was like, okay, and stupidly, I believed a 9-year-old. That was stupid, I know, don't criticize me for it, I get how stupid that was. So I did it. Halfway through, I'm like, oh crap, this is not going well. And I finished it, I shaved it really well, and it was really stupid, and now it's growing back, but I felt so horrible. So it's growing back, don't you guys worry, it'll be back to normal soon. It was a stupid decision that I thought maybe I'd look better, but no, I do not. Goat asks, what inspired you to make a gaming channel? The inspiration, as I kind of said, is just, I didn't want to just complain about a YouTube channel. I wanted to be the YouTube channel that was the answer to my complaints, and I kind of fell short of the mark originally. I'm still learning. I have so much more to learn still about games, editing, thumbnail creation. It's been a rocky road, but I'm not the ice cream. It's been difficult, but I feel like I'm actually making progress now, and really the inspiration was just, I wanted to be the change that I wanted to see in the world, and that's kind of the thing that I've been living by recently, is why complain when you can just be the change? Why not be the better driver on the road? Instead of yelling at people and then doing the same thing, why not be the person that doesn't swear in their YouTube channel? And that's what I built my channel on. Goat asks, when will you do a Draw My Life? I plan on doing a Draw My Life. I want to say that first, but I want to wait a while. I want to get to where I've got a real rhythm going with YouTube, and I know really what my channel is and who I am with YouTube, and I think that I should wait just a little bit longer. I'll do one as soon as I feel comfortable with doing one, and I really want my Draw My Life story to have somewhat of a conclusion, to be able to say, and so I do this for a living, instead of, I do YouTube, but maybe I'll get another job as well sometime if I need to. I want it to be a better finish to the story. I'm not necessarily going to wait that long, but that's the idea, that's the goal. Vleckerson asks, have you ever heard of I Can Has Cheeseburger meme? If so, demonstrate like the cat does in the picture. I Can Has Cheeseburger? as close as I can. I'm not a freaking cat. Chudtastic asks, how did you come up with your name? I actually didn't come up with my name. That would be my wife. I was on a jog with my wife before I had made the transition all the way from Undying Blaze to Nanomango. Obviously, I didn't have a name at that point, so I couldn't really make a transition. And I had gone for almost a week. I had made a video. I used to be Undying Blaze with a 1 instead of an I. And I was thinking of a name. I had made a video asking, hey, what should my name be? And a lot of people had come up with a lot of ideas. People asked what my favorite fruit was, what my favorite color was. I said blue as my color, fruit, mango, and just kind of thought about it. My nickname, by the way, has always been Nano, since my little sister was a toddler. She called me Nano, and it kind of stuck. I liked that name, and my wife calls me Nano sometimes too. She initially wasn't going to suggest it. That's the funny thing. She thought, oh man, that sounds kind of funny and weird, but I might as well suggest it. And she's like, how about Nanomango? And I'm like, dude, that's an awesome name. And so I asked some people. I was like, okay, if these people agree that that's an awesome name, then I'll do it. Then I'll go with it. But if even one of them says, I don't know about that, that's kind of weird, I won't go with it. But I asked my cousins, I asked my sister, I asked a few other people, and they're all like, dude, Nanomango sounds awesome. So I went with it. That's really the story of how my name was created. Stay the frick still. Goat asks, how do you deal with haters like Cap2798? Well, usually I ignore them. However, this video will kind of go against that, just because I do want to address some of the things that he says. Mostly what Goat actually said in response to something that Cap said. But yeah, mostly I ignore them. Honestly, if you don't like my channel, don't watch the channel. No one's forcing you to watch this video. No one's forcing you to do anything. I'm not forcing you. So why waste your time watching my video and then saying how much you dislike it when I'm obviously not going to stop? This is something that I love doing, so why would you want me to stop doing it? I don't see you gaining anything from me stopping, and I definitely don't see anything that I could gain from stopping. And so I never really understood why you would give someone so much hate for making YouTube videos that aren't even offensive. Vleckerson asks, how crazy can you go in your seat? Like dancing and moving around a lot. Well, this kind of inhibits things a bit. It's kind of in the way. However, I don't know, I could just dance a little bit. My seat squeaks a lot. So, like, listen to this. Ready? So I generally try to avoid moving around in my seat a whole lot, but like I could just... That's about it. It's probably about as crazy as I could be. I don't know. I don't smash things, so, and I don't want to hit my wall, because as you can see, this freaking panel's falling off. It's so annoying. I'm going to probably reapply the sticky stuff to the back, but I'll do that later. Goat asks, would you rather play sports or video games? I think you can already tell by now that it's video games. However, I will not avoid playing sports, but I do not like sports. The thing is that sports for me aren't really something that are played, they're more a competition for me, because I don't play soccer or football or tennis or anything like that. When I did sports in high school, I competed in triathlons. I didn't do things like team sports or anything. I am a very individual sport sort of person. Video games, I'm a team player. Sports, I'm an individual person. So here we are at Cap's comment. He said, why are you still making content thinking you'll actually get more than 50 views? You've obviously failed after 2+, and he corrected himself, it means 2+ years, and you now think a Q&A will get you more views. I want to state right off the bat that, first of all, I've only been working on YouTube as a career for a year, and I've also only been working on this channel for a few months. You can't really say I've been working at this for 2+ years. You would have reason to say that yes, I have worked at this for a year, since a lot of my subscribers moved from Undying Blaze to Nanomango. However, I didn't create a Q&A to get more views. I created a Q&A specifically because Vleckerson requested it, and he isn't the only one that's requested it, but it was really his comment that sparked the desire to make the video itself. I don't think a Q&A will get me a whole lot more views than, say, a Five Nights at Freddy's theory video, and I don't see you commenting on that video, and don't go and comment because I said that. I'm just saying, like, a Q&A is not going to just get you more views, it's going to answer people's questions. That's why I create a Q&A video. I like answering questions, and people find it interesting to ask them, so why not just answer their question? However, the real point of showing this comment in this video right now is more because of what Goat said in response. He said, "Stop hating on Nano. King Mango is an up-and-coming YouTuber." I love you, Goat. You're the best. Oh my goodness. Now, I'm not saying that Goat's my favorite subscriber, but he is up there. That was amazing. Thank you. Honestly, I've gotten hate before, but I've never actually had someone stand up for me, so that was pretty hilarious and amazing. Thank you so much. Shout out to Goat because he's awesome. You're awesome. Thank you. Now, I don't necessarily advise for you to call me King Mango. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but that was pretty good. Thanks. Goat asks, "What are your thoughts on Keemstar and or FouseyTube?" Who? No, like, who? Seriously, who? I'm just joking. That was I've watched too much Leafy is Here to not make that joke. But freaking my thoughts on Keemstar is a lot of people are bringing up a lot of things that he did in the past that were kind of douchey. But the thing is you have to focus on who he is now. And if he's a douche now, then you can hate on him. Don't do things to him. Like, yes, if he doxes people, it means that he's fine with that. But that doesn't mean that you guys should go and dox him. That just means that he's a douche. Don't be a douche to him. Because where does that stop? Does that mean that it's okay for him to dox you then afterwards? I don't think so. I think that doxing isn't okay, and there should be some sort of a punishment for that, but I don't think it should be just internet vigilantes just going out and doxing people because other people are doxing people. That doesn't make it okay. And FouseyTube, I never really understood the guy. I haven't watched any of his channel personally, but as someone who fakes pranks doesn't deserve views. If he honestly is not faking anything and he's being just a genuinely nice person, watch his channel. But again, I'm not going to force anybody to do anything. Don't watch his channel if you don't like his channel, and I think that creating more internet drama, it's both good and bad. If it's good for individual channels that are involved in the drama, it will raise your views, it'll raise your subscribers, but it's bad for the community, I think, because it really produces a sense of negativity because people are just sicking their followers onto other people, and it's just a mess. And a lot of people don't even tell their viewers to go and attack people, but they just do it anyway. And I think that that's kind of uncalled for. Freaking stay. For one video, you never fall down, except for when I'm making a video with you here. Stop it. Red Robin, yum. Fleckerson asks, ultimate goal of YouTube. Obviously conquering YouTube. I mean, there's no other goal than that. But seriously, probably just make a difference. I want to make a positive difference in YouTube. I want to be the change, as I've said before. And I'm more than just a YouTuber. I'm a person too, and if you guys need someone to talk to, I'm definitely here. If I become a bigger YouTuber, I can't guarantee that I'll be able to talk to everybody, but my email is on my About page. You can email me if you have any concerns, questions, or if you just need some help. I mean, I'm not gonna say that I'm the best at it, and if you have honest, legitimate problems, you should probably go and seek professional help, but if you just need someone to talk to, I'm definitely here. Fleckerson asks, favorite video game? Now, as I said, I have a lot of favorites, so Halo's up there, Kerbal, Train Simulator, Arma, Farming Simulator, Elite Dangerous is way up there. I love that game. GTA 5 is one of my favorites. I don't know, I really like the Battlefield games too. So again, a lot of favorites. There's nothing really that makes one game rise above all the other ones. At least not yet. I mean, if Battlefield 1 is as awesome as it looks, maybe that'll be my new favorite. George Espina, I guess? Espina? Who knows? I don't know. What is your wife's actual job? Now, I don't want to be too specific, but she is a staff leader, I think it is, at a restaurant. And she is basically a manager there. She works at every position. She cooks, she serves, she does everything, and she's really awesome at it, and it's probably her favorite job that she's had so far. I don't want to dwell too much on hate comments, but there was something really funny that I noticed in here with Cap. He said, "You still live with your parents. How much more evidence could you give me to prove how much of a failure you truly are? Also, yes, I am in my 20s if I'm lucky." What? I'm early 20s, like really early 20s, bro. What are you trying to say? Like, or 30s? Dude, what the heck? The comment by itself is funny to me because I actually chose to move here. My wife completely supports what I'm doing with YouTube, and we're actually living here at my mom's house because it's cheaper. Not because I can't live anywhere else, it's just because this way YouTube can be my full-time job, and I don't have to work another job until I actually can make enough money with YouTube to support me. We could live in our own house if I quit YouTube, but as long as this is an option, I think that it's an option that we're both willing to make sacrifices for. Cap, after that, said, "You might say your haters are your motivators or something gay like that, but I don't hate you. I just think you're a pathetic sack of crap that obviously is disowned by his own parents." Question: how can you say that I'm disowned by my parents, but I also live at my parents' house? Just food for thought. Goat asks, favorite sport and or team. Now, as I said before, I'm not really a sport fan. I guess just because I live in Minnesota, I could say Minnesota Vikings, but I don't care. I really, really don't care. George asks, how come you do not play FIFA or NBA or MLB or tennis or just make in real life videos? Well, the reason I don't play most of those games are A, because I don't have them, but B, because I don't really care that much about sports. Now, I understand that sports video games are a lot more fun than actual sports, at least for someone like me. But then, of course, the thing comes in that I don't have them, and I'd rather spend my money on something that I would really, really enjoy. And the whole just make in real life videos, as soon as I come up with some ideas for in real life videos, I will make them. That's basically all it is. Vleckerson asks, where do I see myself in 1 year? I don't know. King of YouTube, sitting on a golden throne? Probably not. Gold is like way over the top. Maybe a really nice office chair and different house, hopefully. That's the idea. I mean, not actually king of YouTube, obviously. You know, I want to be something on YouTube. I don't need to be bigger than Markiplier, bigger than freaking Leafy is here even. I want to make my channel known. I don't want it for the likes or the views. I do this because I like to do it. Obviously, if I liked the views, I wouldn't have a channel like this. It's a channel that's based on heart, and it's not based on making money, because there's so many decisions that I've made that are definitely not about making money. Now, the interesting videos, that's an issue that I need to work on, making more interesting videos. But things like swearing and making random videos, maybe making roasting videos, those videos get a lot of views. Just gameplay videos where I'm being real and trying to have fun and not swearing, these are not decisions to make money. These are decisions to make a channel that I can look back on and be proud of. Vleckerson, favorite rapper. Do not have a favorite rapper. I don't listen to music a whole ton, but I definitely listen to rap music the least. I guess I know of a few, but I don't want to say that they're my favorite and then realize later that I was really wrong, you know. And the last question is by Vleckerson. He says, biggest hater, spelled with an 8, Cap2798. Yes, 100%, and that is because he's the only person so far that after I've made the changes to my channel still seems to hate my channel. So I'd have to say that right now he's probably my only hater, but maybe the other haters just don't write anything to me, so who knows? So that's all the questions from you guys. Thank you so much for asking all of those questions. If you guys have any more questions for me, just leave them in the comment section of this video so then I can make another video in the future. If you don't, obviously, then there's no need to create another video. So again, thank you so much for your support. And Goat, thank you, that was awesome. And you guys are all amazing. Thank you so much for watching my channel. I am loving watching my channel grow, and just contacting you guys and seeing what you guys have to say is so amazing. Thank you for your support. If you liked the video, please do leave a like. It's always appreciated, and I will see all of you guys in the next one. Goodbye!